What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be rating and tier listing the Red Bull flavors. Um, I love Red Bull. I drink Red Bull every chance that I get because I really need to pick me up oftentimes. And there's so many different flavors. And I know for those of you that might not drink a lot of Red Bull, that can be unsettling and it can make your morning much more stressful than it needs to be. So because I've tried so many, I want to bestow my wisdom and help Red Bull, one, sell more stuff, and two, change your life. So I am going to start today with a classic sugar-free Red Bull. As you'll see, there are different types of sugarless Red Bulls, but I'm going to go ahead and spoil the plot a little bit. This one's my favorite. So, typically I'll have a Red Bull on my way to work. I'll drink it with my Soylent breakfast. I like to drink them at any time of the day, not just the morning though. So I'm gonna kind of start this off with some of the more classic flavors. And you know what? Let's just start with this one. Let's just start with the sugar-free Red Bull. So, the sugar-free Red Bull, we all know it. We all love it. The can is phenomenal. The blue is very nice. It's got that logo with the two bulls. I like that a lot. I don't really like diet sodas very much, but this thing is just phenomenal. And if you haven't had it, I recommend that you do have it. So I'm just gonna put this one, I'm just gonna put it right up here in the S tier. Oh yeah, if you haven't ever seen a tier list before, S is good and E is bad. So to be honest, we're not gonna be dealing with the D's and the E's and maybe even the C's on this list, because we're talking about Red Bulls. We're talking about Red Bulls. Okay, so now let's go to the classic Red Bull, which it's not even on this tier list. So let's just say classic Red Bull. Classic Red Bull. This is gonna be. I don't have the image for the classic Red Bull, so that's not. Red Bull is it's red and blue, so let's make this blue. Okay, the classic Red Bull. You guys have had this. It's very good. It tastes like the sugar-free Red Bull, but it has sugar in it. I feel like this Red Bull is like the picture of energy and action sports. They put it on people's beanies and their hats, on their dirt bikes, on their drift cars. They put them on airplanes. This is what people think of when they think of energy drink. So because of that, I'm gonna have to put this in an S tier. Honestly, I do prefer the sugar-free, but I'm not a prude, and I'm not gonna take that away from anybody if you prefer the sugar one. Okay, so now let's get into something a little bit more current. This is the iced vanilla berry. This is the winter edition of 2024. This is a phenomenal Red Bull. I typically Oh, I should probably say this. There's a lot of Red Bull flavors, most offering a sugar-free alternative. I'm gonna treat this, as far as the images go, they're probably gonna be the sugared version, except for this acai berry down here. But I'm gonna lump them. I'm gonna lump them. If you think I shouldn't lump them, I'll make another video unlumped, okay? But this is a phenomenal beverage. It is a little bit more advanced than the classics. It tastes like a blue otter pop with an aftertaste of like cotton candy. I do think the sugar-free version has more of a cotton candy hit at the last bit. But this is an S tier. This is an easy S tier. I love this beverage. I love this beverage. I've had many of these beverages. I have one in my refrigerator right now. Okay, so now let's go back a little bit. Let's go, because I got a little bit ahead of myself. Let's talk about this. Red Bull Zero Sugar. Now, this beverage comes along with like Coke Zero and going sugar-free, but trying to maintain that classic flavor, you know, this classic Red Bull flavor. I don't think it's as good. I really don't think it's as good. And this might be super controversial. I don't know if I'm gonna get people in my comments sending me death threats. I don't know if I'm gonna get a poison pill in the mail. But I'm gonna put this in an A tier. This is just not as good. It's just, I mean, if it was a standalone and this didn't exist, maybe. But that's not the world we live in. Not at all. Okay, let's go for another kind of classic. You can always find it in the gas station flavor. Watermelon. I like it. I like it a lot. Still on that candy front, it tastes a lot more. I don't opt for it every time. Most of the time, I see it, I think about it though, and I think about how it tastes, and I like it a lot. So I'm gonna put that in an S tier. I'm gonna put this one in an S tier. Plus the can, it's nice. It's a nice red. I'm not sure if this JPEG shows how great that color is. And if you're watching on a screen, a tiny screen, I recommend putting this video on a big screen because these cans look nice. So that's gonna be an easy S tier. Okay, what do you guys want to see next? What do you want to see? Ooh, I know one that people love. They love this one. I talk to the people, some homies that really appreciate this flavor here. Strawberry apricot. This thing is pretty good. It tastes like a fruit roll-up to me. Just the classic fruit roll-up by the foot. Not the foldy with like the backing. Those are a little bit more sour. But this one, it's phenomenal. It's great. I would say it's more accessible than the watermelon even. Yeah, no, this is an easy S tier. This is an absolutely slam dunk S tier. Slam dunk S tier. Also, pretty readily available. I'm not gonna have a hard time finding strawberry apricot. So here we go with this one. This is kind of a wild card. It's a wild card because I've never had it. But through deductive reasoning and other peer-reviewed research on this beverage, aside from a couple of fucking hate articles on Red Bull, I saw some rankings, and then they were ranking them from like best to worst, which is just an unfair way to rank Red Bulls because that's just not how it works. There's a Red Bull for a time and place, a mood. This is just not how you do that. So people were putting this as like the worst Red Bull. Okay, that might be the case, but no, I'm gonna put this as an S tier. I mean, acai. Look at the can. The can is so purple. No, this is an easy S tier. This is an absolute slam dunk of an S tier. A home run. A Barry Bonds slug. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, what about this one? Tangerine. Who doesn't like tangerine? Tangerine is better than orange in almost every situation. I haven't had this Red Bull either, but I will like this. This is an S tier. This is an easy S tier. Dude, I bet I would love that. That would be so good. That would be so good. Ooh, imagine if it was cold too, really cold. Oh yeah, that would be good. Okay, what about this one here, guys? Green, I know you guys love green. Kiwi apple, have had, do love, a boom boom boom, S tier. Awesome. You gotta try all these, guys. If you haven't had any Red Bulls, try all of these right now, because they're really good. Juneberry. I remember this. Oh, I remember this. This was, I think last year was Juneberry. It was phenomenal. The can reminds me of like a more saturated version of this can here. Yeah. This one's all, the Winterberry is all wet. This one's not wet, but that's the JPEG. They don't come wet like that. This is an S tier. This one was good. I mean, it reminds me of summer. It reminds me of waves and full trees and seashells and bunny hops. Okay, so this one's a bit exotic. Also haven't had, would love to. This one supports mental function just like all the other Red Bulls, but it's higher in vitamins. And if you're watching this, you're probably a health food fanatic like me, and you want your vitamins, your B12s, your C16s, your C4s, your M16s. So this is going to be an S tier. It's going to be an S tier. I can almost guarantee it. Okay, since we're staying exotic, let's go exotic. You know these little chubby cans that they sell at like little international markets? They're fucking good. I know this is not the like Red Bull distribution company in the United States, but it's good. And I love a little can. This is gonna be an S tier. This is definitely gonna be an S tier as well. You gotta try those. You gotta try all these. Okay, dragon fruit. Also phenomenal can, little pink text there. It's good. I don't love dragon fruit flavors in most things, but when it tastes like Red Bull too, it's really, really, really good. You should definitely try this. Not sure if you can get it right now. I haven't seen it in a minute, but you should, whenever it comes back, get 3 or 4. Okay. I am a absolute sucker for cranberry flavored things. Cranberry Sprite, cranberry jam, cranberry, really everything cranberry. And you guessed it, cranberry Red Bull is not an exception. This is a phenomenal beverage. This is an S tier. This is an S tier beverage. Oh, dude, I actually want one of these really bad right now. Oh my god, I want one of these really bad. I just put my Christmas tree in. I would love to sip a Red Bull at the foot of my Christmas tree. Another favorite here, coconut berry. White can, feels cleaner, feels more refreshing, makes you look fucking smart. Yeah, coconut berry tastes like coconut. There is some berry to it. It's great. It's an S tier. No shade for the coconut berry. Absolutely not. This is my mom's favorite, the blueberry Red Bull. I was in a gas station the other day, and a guy came to me and he said, "Have you had the blueberry Red Bull?" And I said, "Do you think I'm a fucking idiot?" No, I didn't say that. I said, "Yes, I love that Red Bull." And he said, it's a shame they don't come in the 16 ounce. And I said, yes, it is a total shame. And so if you're watching this, Red Bull, make them bigger. All these should be in 16 ounce cans or like gallon jugs. They need to be. You could sell Camelbacks preloaded with Red Bull. People would love that shit. This was during high vis hour. This was a hardworking man. You got to feed these people. You got to give them what they want. You got to increase productivity. You have a large responsibility to the productivity of the blue collar workers in the United States of America, and students and athletes and the president. So this is an S tier. Absolutely. You know, after I've kind of worked through this tier list a bit, I think I need to revisit this zero sugar one because I said I wasn't a prude, not a bigot. Feeling like a dumbass with this sitting over here in this A. It's making me sick fucking looking at it. This might not be my favorite flavor, but the can is sick. It's sick. It's black and silver, and if you don't like, or if you have a sensitivity to the artificial sweeteners within the sugar-free, who am I to say and be ableist? No, this is an S tier. This is definitely an S tier. I don't know what I was thinking. My Red Bull hadn't kicked in yet. I'm finally thinking clearly. This is an S tier. This is definitely an S tier. Okay, another one. Limeade. I haven't had limeade. Why? Where is the sugar-free limeade? Also ranked very poorly on these ranking websites. Fuck them, and fuck anybody who could possibly say that a limeade flavored Red Bull wouldn't taste good. It seems like that flavor combination would lend itself so beautifully. This has gotta be it's gotta be an S tier. I mean, if it's not an S tier, I'd freak out. I'd freak the F out. Peach nectarine. Classic flavor. Those are two really soft fruits. Soft fruits make good juice. Everyone knows that. Also, really cool can. Gold etched text. Red crimson backdrop. Badass bull on top. S tier. S tier Red Bull. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, this is one that people love. They love it. They love it. Especially on the ranking websites. Even though I don't take anything they say seriously, they love it. This is the tropical Red Bull. Phenomenal. Falls into that summer category. You get a little loose. You get a little hyped up. You drink that. It's like a pina colada on the beach. Chair out like this. Yeah, it's really good. That's an S tier. That's an S tier bull. One more S tier bull for the S tier tier. Okay, guys. So that is my ranking of all the Red Bulls that I've had, and a couple that I haven't had. There are more Red Bulls, and I hope this list continues to grow all the way off screen to like a million, like infinity pixels, because there's so many Red Bulls that I would love to try and taste. If you guys have any issues with this ranking, first of all, go fuck yourself. Second of all, let me know what you think, because I want to be a servant to Red Bull appreciators. I want to be a servant to the internet and to my friends and family, and I don't want to let anybody down. I have a lot riding on this list. I've been thinking about it for a long time, so please, guys, give your honest opinions. Do not do anything that you'll regret in the comments, because you can get in big trouble on the internet for saying things that you're not supposed to say. So thank you guys. Like and subscribe. Ring the bell. This is a public access network. All proceeds are public. So if you like and subscribe, you get paid. Everybody gets paid. This is something that my friends and I have been working on for a very long time, and I'm so honored to contribute. Okay, thanks guys. Peace out. Boom, boom.